Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and I share videos on minimalism and other things, but this one's about minimalism, so let's just cut to the chase. I have a confession. I'm a moveaholic. Okay, so yeah, maybe I do have an issue with moving because I have moved a lot in a short period of time. If you haven't seen my last video, I don't know, I'll link it somewhere here. Check it out because it's my most recent life update if you do care, and if you want more context into why I'm making this video, check that out and you'll understand a little bit better about where I'm at in my life right now. I will say moving would have been way more stressful if I wasn't a minimalist. Being able to own less things and move more easily and have more freedom with where I go and the whole process of moving has made my life so much better. Even though, yes, moving is a pain and it really does take a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of resources, and the amount of things you have will definitely add to the burden of moving, whether that's down the street, whether that's another city, or even a new country. Your stuff will go with you, whether you want to or not. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 habits that I have sustained as a minimalist during the past several years of moving. Also, look at this cute pen. Can you see it? It's a little sloth, but I accidentally stepped on it and broke the arm off, so it's just that, but it's from Costa Rica. How cute is that? My mother-in-law got it for me, but yeah, never been to Costa Rica, but would I move there? Maybe. Actually, I need to work on that. My first minimalism habit that I wanted to share is what I call the 1 in, 1 out rule. And yes, I talk with my hands. The 1 in, the 1 out rule. What this means basically is that if you are bringing something into your home, see what you can let go of. Because we like to consume, especially here in America. Sometimes having the newest thing or gadget or toy or piece of clothing item is very catchy and appealing, and we constantly take in more than we let out. And what happens is that over time, when we don't realize we're doing this, we get to a point where we're so overwhelmed with our stuff starts owning us rather than the other way around. Our shelves are brimming with stuff, our closets are overflowing, we have things spilling out of every place and nook and cranny in our home, and that's when people get stuck. And so what I like to do when I bring something into my home, I will find something that I no longer can leave or no longer need or feel okay parting with. And it doesn't have to be the same exact category of item, it could be anything really. And this brings me to my next point. The second minimalism habit I suggest is keep a donation box handy. This is really important because when you have a specified place in your home, a specified box, right, in a place in your home, you are more likely to drop things in there than just keep it in your closet and wait or hold on to it and say, oh, well, I'll donate it at this time, or oh, when this season comes, I'll donate it. No. Life happens and we forget, we say these reminders to ourselves and it doesn't become a priority, especially if we don't do it in the moment when we really feel like we could let something go. It's almost like act on those impulses. If you really feel like this piece of item, like a shirt that's been sitting in your closet, maybe is just not vibing with you, it's time to let it go. So what I do is I always have a donation box handy, whether it's a bigger box or smaller shoe box, and I'll put things in there that I can part with. And I don't need to see it, just leave it there. Okay, so an alternative to this would be the 3-month rule. So I think this is a hack I got from Project 333 that I have a video about that I did years ago, and I'll link that either up here or in the description box below. But basically, this is a way to declutter and use minimalism in your life, especially when it comes to items in your closet. And so the 3-month rule, or maybe I'm paraphrasing it or turning this my own thing, basically what it is that if you have issues letting go of things, or if you're the type of person who says, well, I might need that later, or well, I could potentially use that at this point, what you can do is put it in the box and wait 3 months. okay? And this is something that you'll probably have to put on your phone, a reminder, or set it in your calendar, right? 3 months out. If you have not once touched that item or even thought about it within those 3 months, please just let it go. Let it go. It no longer needs to take up mental space in your head, because clearly it hasn't been, and it no longer needs to take up physical space in your home. Let that go. I will also recommend too that your donation box needs to be in a place that's easily accessible, because if you put it in an attic or high up in your closet, you're not going to think about it. And maybe that's a good thing, but if you want it to be accessible where you can put things in it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis so that accumulates over time, then it should be someplace where you can easily see it. If you want to keep your 3-month box separate and put things in there and then hide it so that maybe if you really want to test yourself and your abilities to not need something, then do that. By all means, whatever works for you. And this is a nice transition to my third tip. This one goes back to this phrase, which I don't know who it's attributed to, but it's everything has a space and everything in its place. Simply saying, right, everything in your home should have a specified space where it belongs, right? Give a home to your objects beyond just the physical home that you have, but like an actual dedicated space, right? We put clothes in a closet for a reason. We put kitchen cutlery into a drawer in the kitchen, right? Like there's spaces and a reason for those functioning in the flow of your home. And so when everything has a space and when it's actually in its place, that also will help you from not bringing more things into your home. So make sure you are aware of the flow of your home too. I think this is really healthy feng shui too, is like when things just like fit. It's a really good feeling, and I do think that the energy just flows better in a home, especially when there isn't that visual clutter that really just affects us internally as well. I'm a big advocate of cleaning up your space daily. That's something that I've been doing for years because of living in small spaces, and that's also just a habit that I've developed becoming a minimalist as well. And it's just so much easier to clean daily when you don't have stuff around. When everything has space and is in its place, there's no issues, and you don't have to put even cleaning on the back burner or make excuses for that because it's so much easier to do. Does that make sense? This is number 4 of a minimalism habit that I have developed over the years. And this might be a little bit, not controversial, but people have feelings about this. So I think it's totally okay to regift or donate gifts. I don't necessarily need people's gifts. It's not that I'm not grateful. There's just things that like, why should I hold on to because I'm afraid of hurting somebody's feelings? Like, no. If I can regift it, I will, because then I feel like that item's going to be able to make someone else happy. But I don't need to hold on to things just out of fear of like what somebody would say if they asked me about it, or if they came over to my house and didn't see it, you know? Like, no. I can be grateful, again, like I said, and accept what it is in the moment, and maybe hold on to it again, or put it in my 3-month box, which could be separate, again, from your donation box. I'll hold on to it and think, okay, well, maybe I might need this. Maybe there's gonna be a random thing that comes up that I really need this. Fine, I'll keep it there. But if I don't use it, donate it or regift it. And what's done is done. What's done is done. I just hope that maybe one or some of these minimalism habits will help you on your journey to declutter, de-stress, and just live a more intentional life, because I'm all about that. So amen to that. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have any questions or comments, or want me to talk about more minimalism stuff, if you're just curious about what's going on in my life, and if you want to chat below or send a hey, what's up, do it in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram, beingpaige is my handle, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Much love. Bye.